is really a story of players playing fairly tight with their opening range, with their open shoving range, and it really makes it a lot easier and the pathway wide open for someone like Nedelcu to continue to chip away at all of these stacks.
Nine-seven suited for Nedelcu, who has been far and away the most active player here at this final table, working his way into the chip lead, which belonged to Efe to start. Roberto Bizaj in the big blind with ace-9 offsuit, mulling whether or not he wants to go toe-to-toe. And the answer is yes. He's in great shape here, dominating Nedelcu as they both share a 9, 2.75 in the middle, and it comes 9-7-5. Top pair for Bizaj and top 2 for Nedelcu.
Yeah, this could spell disaster for Bizaj, especially when you're up against such an aggressive opponent. You have to believe that you're in great shape right now with top pair, top kicker.
Big problems for Bizaj, facing the 1 million chip C-bet. Pretty small in relation to the pot, right?
Yeah, and certainly reason to fast play just because you want to deny equity to what could contain a lot of 2 overcard type holdings. And because of that, I wouldn't be surprised to see Bizaj come with some type of commitment.
Well, he's really thinking it over here. Obviously, this million that he faces is a decent chunk of his 6.6 back.
Yeah, it's just kind of an awkward stack size because when you talk about going for a check raise, what would you make it to if it's not all in? Either way, it will look like you are committed.
I'm all in.
And obviously, as Bizaj, you don't like to see Nedelcu go all in on top of your check raise, but at this point, you've committed a really good portion of your stack. Your hand is very strong.
The trouble, of course, for Bizaj is that there are so many smaller stacks than his to start this hand out there. Pay jumps are available, and we begin to question what exactly would Nedelcu be willing to pile on us with on this board texture after opening. And the overpairs begin to come to mind. Rainbow flop, no flush draws out there.
Yeah, it's just not the type of hand that you want to check raise, then fold. Sometimes you just have the understanding that you might get it in bad, but you hope that you are live with your kicker to possibly give you a better hand, or that in this case, trips could potentially be live,
you have
but
or you
it's
bluff?
not.
What are you thinking of?
Nedelcu trying to speech play his way into a call from Bizaj.
And you see Roberto shoots him a look. Wonder what he's making of that speech.
And the problem definitely lies in the fact that we have seen Nedelcu be very aggressive pre-flop.
Time, please.
But post-flop, not necessarily out of line. So this does make it a tough decision. And
Bizaj gets away from it, Maria. Dumped off a good chunk of his stack. And oftentimes we do feel as though, look, we've come this far, we are committed, but in that specific spot, it certainly did feel like that ace-9 wasn't going to be in great shape if the cards ended up on their backs. And Nadelshu out of your blind.
If you ever try to pull something like that against me, it would not change a single thing, Holly. That's all I have to say.
Are you utilizing our platform in order to dissuade future competitors from coming for your blinds, Maria? I won't have it. And all in from Laxdal under the gun with the 10-7 suited. Now here's a look we haven't really seen from him yet.
How much is this?
Yeah,
With a lot of hand and ace-jack suited asks for a count, Maria.
certainly a bit of a gear shift if we're just talking about the ranges we have seen Laxdal get involved with. Visage was just such a strong hand. It would be for his tournament life, though. And again, you know, with players to act behind, does he want to take the chance? You're just not going to wake up with better hands than that off of 8 big blinds. Laxdal's table image be damned here because, you know, at some point, just like he had found with the 7s earlier, looks like you have to go. But again, if you're just trying to wait out somebody else and hope that Laxdal gets eliminated on this hand and you secure a pay jump, the even nitty folds will be in order, but Visage does elect to go with it.
Now he is covered by Laxdal.
Oh,
Oh, and he is also cooked. If Ferraiolo elects to participate. And sitting on this ace-queen, obviously the Italian has been watching Laxdal navigate as you and I have. He can't imagine that the holding is something in the neighborhood of 10-7, and he can't imagine that Visage, who's been fairly snug, would be targeting something. So the ace-queen isn't exactly the most comfortable holding in this spot.
yes, but once again, when we're talking about sub-10 big blind stacks, you know, how much longer can they really wait to find a premium spot? So just up against those sheer ranges,
You said all in?
looks
Three all
like
in,
he
wait.
is ISOing and going all in with just under 20 bigs.
Unlucky.
Maybe I have aces.
Yes, I will choose.
The
No.
Italian does come
Second
with
is
the
easy.
all-in.
I was just trying to see. But
Papacharu out of the way.
oh, I'm a favorite.
7 băgat ăla. Azi damă e acoperă. Azi damă, da.
Ferraiolo will take back
Yeah,
a
good.
decent
Ferrari.
chunk of his all-in. Play for the side
It
against
doesn't-
Laxdal and the main
It
against
doesn't matter if
Visage.
you fold, I shove, you
Nu
win.
vreau să zic. Sincer zic.
Big stack oare azi dam? 10-7 și azi valet.
Nu e niciunul la noi.
Laxdal actually not in
Big step, well
bad
done.
shape. He's gonna
Azi damă e cel mai
win
mare.
this a third of the time.
Skondevski,
Dreapta mea.
Skondevski liever, weißt du.
Super, să-i vină rămos.
Big spot
Good
for
luck, sir.
Ferraiolo.
Vorba che dama 2
How much?
9
Got no hands. But
che devo uscire?
it's not
Nein, sprich.
bad feeling. But
Da.
For 13 million total out there. And the Italian could claim 2 pelts. Ace, king, deuce, all
Să nu
diamonds.
pune split.
Nobody has the flush draw.
N-am eu,
Ace,
3 all
queen
in.
sits pretty.
deuce, deuce.
Fără rom, că nu vreau.
Chop outs as well for the ace jack.
Hai mă, nu pune rom, în pula mea. Da.
Che fai finire? Che si stava anche in punta! Ma guarda che stavo!
Oh, the turn a 10, and now suddenly Lachtal re-enters the picture.
10 or 7?
Și acum e valet 10-7.
He could hit a 10 or a 7
Și 2.
to take the entire pot.
Ca la
Visage has picked up a gut shot. The jack no longer works, but the queen does.
Pune 7, mă,
Some chop outs as well, and the
Rana,
deuce or the 10.
Scoate-l, mă, pe 7.
10 or 7, please.
Dar mă, nu mă interesează cine ești. Să facă
Biggest pot of the final table thus far. And what's the river?
Oh.
It's a 3.
Boy, really
Ace
good.
queen holds and will shower not one but 2 players.
I wish I could say that's why I bowed out, but I mean, I'm no PLO specialist. I felt like that moment was so important to be covered by somebody who plays PLO on a regular basis. I mean, we had Phil Hellmuth there, we had Daniel Negreanu there. At one point, you know, I believe Josh Aryeh was deep, and so just a lot of reasons, a lot of the POI implications. Who am I to commentate that final and take that away from you and Len?
So you're dressing it up as chivalry with a side of self-deprecation. Let's see what you've done here. Meanwhile, what Nedelcu has done is opened to 1.7 million with ace queen.
And I think I need these players to start understanding how wide they should be peeling from the big blind in these spots. You know, we are just seeing people continuing to fold very playable hands from the big blind.
Flop is queen, jack, 8, and this could be troublesome for the Italian, who has middle pair and a gut shot straight draw, but is up against top pair, top kicker. And Nedelcu, with the action check to him, asks for a count. He does have the Italian covered.
Yeah, with this type of texture, I think you would expect Nedelcu to go a little bit larger than the normal C-bet sizing.
7 bet, 3 million.
Okay, that was definitely fairly sizable.
$3 million into 4.6.
Hey!
And all in declared by
Azi dam la
Ferraiuolo.
valet 9, păi dam un valet top.
Was not going to clear Nedelcu, who dug in. Neither player has a heart here. 31 million plus in the middle, the largest pot of the final table to this point.
Și joacă oameni.
A massive collision.
Bă, dar nu se poate, bă, e greu să joci cu ăștia în sor și ăsta, să-mi bag pula.
Haide-te mașină.
Doamne, pe locul 2 cu aia la fis. Pe locul 2 la fise și-a băgat banii așa. Ace queen. Nu există cu aia. Hai, mu, dată.
I think that big flop sizing out of Nedelcu should have signaled to Ferraiuolo that he had a hand he was probably going to go
Stiamo
with.
là, diciamo che io...
Either
Oh my goodness!
taking the equity.
King! The Italian hits the 10 to make a queen high straight on the turn, leaping in front, but not out of the woods yet, as Nedelcu can still hit a king to make Broadway. And send Antonello packing.
Bă, dar ce-i cu ăștia?
Here comes the river. It's another 10.
Ja, Mann, der hat schon einen dicken Arsch.
Delku is left with just 3.1 million.
Wäre der raus, war besser, ja. Dann wären wir jetzt ein
Sub
weiter.
4 big
Was
blinds.
jetzt hat.
While the Italian has vaulted to the top. FA not going to go sailing with it pre-flop, checks back. Note that Antonello setting the trap, and this could be troublesome as FA has flopped a piece. Middle pair does have that queen of clubs interacting with his hand as well. You see Ferraiolo firing, and FA check raising all in with middle pair. Of course, a snap call, and the trap has been sprung. Could this be the moment? Lion's share of the equity belongs to the Italian here.
Bube-Kreuz.
Made it look so easy. Limping, getting his man to check raise all in. Might our bracelet have found a home?
Yeah, FA known to take high variance lines, and certainly this one just wanting to get it in here with middle pair, but could not have imagined he was up against the aces of Federer.
Oh my goodness.
Mamma mia!
The sweatiest card in the deck, the 7 of clubs. FA now has straight and flush draws, as well as a 2-pair draw. A 3-2 dog. His corner. Pulling for one of those outs to come off this stub. Send 23.4 million and extended play to the German. Will the aces hold? They will!
Pass the Pomodoro.
Indeed. A shrug of the shoulders, but hold your head up high, young man.